I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world?
The K-pop entertainment world never runs out of stories that stir emotions. However, some stories can be more shocking than others. One such story is the news that broke some time ago. Taehyung, one of the most beloved members of BTS, was reportedly blocked by his agency, HYBE. Not only fans, but many others were shocked and confused. What exactly was going on behind the scenes? What could have caused a superstar with millions of fans to suddenly become part of such a controversy? In the global spotlight, Taehyung, always known for his humble and caring nature, was thrust into the spotlight not only for his work but also for the major decisions made by HYBE. This blocking was no ordinary occurrence. Like a shadow blocking a previously radiant light, the moment left many wondering, did this mean that the relationship between Taehyung and HYBE was experiencing deeper tensions than initially apparent? Before this news broke, many had noticed unexpected changes in Taehyung's social media activity. This sparked various speculations among fans. What really happened between the idol and the company that made him famous? Some say it was the result of differing visions, while others argue it was part of a strategy to better protect Taehyung's privacy and future career direction. Further investigation revealed some things that weren't so easy to accept. Many fans felt this decision was an injustice, a betrayal of an artist who had given everything to his agency. On the other hand, others argued that this was a necessary step to allow Taehyung greater freedom to create and explore his potential as an individual, not just as a member of BTS. Nevertheless, it's hard to ignore the disappointment felt by many. Fans who had spent years supporting Taehyung felt neglected. They questioned whether they were simply seen as numbers or merely sources of income by this large company. It seems that behind the glitz and glamour of the entertainment world, there are tensions that aren't always visible to the public eye. This decision also opened up a conversation about the entertainment industry's control over its artists. With strict contracts and rules, do artists truly have the freedom to live their own lives? Or are they simply pawns in a grand game controlled by a major corporation? These questions resonate with many, who feel as if they've seen a different side of the world they've always admired. However, it's undeniable that, despite the controversy, Taehyung remains a revered icon. His loyal fans continue to support him relentlessly, believing that this decision is temporary and that he will return stronger and more independent than ever. They believe that while the entertainment world can be tough, a true artist always finds their way back to the stage, even if that path is sometimes rocky. Ultimately, is this just a moment of drama, or is it a symbol of the profound changes taking place in the entertainment world? Only time will tell. But one thing is certain, Taehyung and his fans will always hold a place in the hearts of many, despite the challenges that continue to arise. Now, perhaps it's time for Taehyung to explore a wider world, seeking the freedom that has long been hidden behind a dark curtain. Despite the uproar and controversy, many feel this is the perfect time for Taehyung to explore his true identity more deeply. For years, he has been part of BTS, a group so massive and global, yet few realize the weight of the pressures that popularity brings. Perhaps this is the time for Taehyung to find his own path, away from the group's shadow, and give himself the space to develop as a more independent individual. However, it's undeniable that losing this direct connection with his fans is a high price to pay. The loyal fans who have been there every step of Taehyung's journey are undoubtedly feeling confused, and perhaps a little hurt. Those who have witnessed BTS's long journey from beginning to end are now forced to wonder, is the relationship they've built so far simply a fan-idol bond, or is it deeper than that? Are they merely spectators in this massive drama? On the other hand, there's also a sense of optimism emerging from some circles. Some see this block as a sign that Taehyung may be trying to change the direction of his career. Perhaps he doesn't want to remain stuck in the same pattern, where he's only known as a member of BTS. Big artists like Taehyung deserve the chance to show that they're more than just members of a phenomenal group. They have their own voices, visions, and dreams, which may not be fully achieved within the larger framework of a global boy band. What might be seen as a dead end for some, may actually be a liberation for Taehyung. He might find a way to convey his personal messages without the limitations imposed by the industry system. This is an opportunity for him to write, sing, and speak in ways he might never have considered before. Sometimes, major life changes come after moments of uncertainty, and this could be a major turning point in Taehyung's career. However, not everyone is ready for this reality. Many still hold the belief that BTS's success is the result of collective hard work, and that Taehyung as an individual can never be completely separated from the group. Those who idolize BTS admire not only their music but also the incredible bond formed between the members. When one of them steps away, even temporarily, the loss is palpable, as if a part of them has disappeared. It's not uncommon in the stressful entertainment world for major decisions like this to create mixed feelings of confusion, anger, and hope. However, one thing that cannot be denied is that every step Taehyung takes is part of an artist's long journey to find their true voice. While this may be a disappointing decision for some, for Taehyung, it's a step towards freedom. With time, we may better understand the reasons behind this decision. The Taehyung we've always known as a man dedicated to his fans now faces a much greater challenge. Will he continue to follow the path set by his agency, or will he find his own path, despite everything that has been built over the years? That is a question only Taehyung can answer. Meanwhile, his loyal fans continue to show their support. They know that Taehyung has a long way to go, and while his path may not always be straightforward, they are confident that he will remain a shining star. To them, Taehyung is not just an idol, but also a friend they will never forget. As time passes, perhaps they will again witness how Taehyung rises, stronger and brighter, beyond anything we could have ever imagined. So, while the entertainment world is often full of mysteries and surprises, what is clear is that Taehyung will always hold a special place in the hearts of his fans. Because, ultimately, an artist's greatness is measured not only by popularity or number of followers, but by how far they can stay true to themselves, even when the world around them often tries to change their path. Amidst the uncertainty surrounding this decision, one thing is certain: Taehyung has inspired many along the way. Fans who have followed his every move over the years know that he is more than just a face on stage. Taehyung is the epitome of sincerity, hard work, and constant self-discovery. Perhaps now, with all these changes, he is searching for a new form of self-expression, one that is freer and more authentic. It's important to remember that while the entertainment world is full of spotlight and pressure, it also provides space for artists to show different sides of themselves. And Taehyung, with all his uniqueness, has incredible potential to achieve great things beyond what we've known. His strength and determination, though rarely highlighted, are a crucial part of his life story that may not yet be fully revealed. It's undeniable that the disappointment felt by fans is understandable. They've given so much love and support, hoping to see Taehyung continue to grow under HYBE. But sometimes, separation or change is part of a long journey toward greater freedom. Sometimes, one must go through uncertainty and turmoil to find their true selves, and perhaps this is the moment Taehyung is experiencing. For those who still hope that things will return to normal, this reality may be a little difficult to accept. However, this journey of twists and turns is a part of life, and although their hearts are heavy, fans know that their love for Taehyung will never fade. They will continue to wait, hoping that one day he will return with even greater works that will make them even prouder. Perhaps now, Taehyung is walking a different path, far from the glittering stage he's always known. But, one thing is for sure, he's not alone. His fans will always be there, supporting him in the hope that this journey isn't the end. Perhaps this is the beginning of a new, more beautiful chapter, filled with freedom and new achievements he never imagined. Time will tell the answers to all these questions. However, despite all the uncertainty, one thing is certain: Taehyung is an artist known not only for his voice or looks, but also for his soul and integrity. And while his path may have been difficult, he will always hold a place in the hearts of his fans, who know that even if the world changes, their love and support will never waver.
Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
I wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit. I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I make this every day and I'm impatient, hoping one day I blow up from the basement. Statement, the top is so vacant. I don't hear shit that I think is amazing. Waiting for my day when